Well, I wanted to get on here live for a second. I know I hadn't seen y'all this past week. Been missing everybody, but I just was going to jump on before all the heavy hitters get their shows going this evening. I sure been missing y'all, and I wanted to show y'all my new addition around here. I'm gonna give a second for a few people to get on. I got the Chihuahuas in their holding time because it's supper time almost. So we're here in Believe. I'll show y'all. Oops. They're over here in their holding pen. And of course, Goodnesses is under the table, so she is running in there to see if she can cause issues. I figured a customer would drive up just as soon as I started this, but I had the time to get on here and check in with you guys, and I wanted to tell everybody I appreciate all the prayers. I've been feeling them for sure, and I think I got really good news yesterday. I met with the lung specialist in Little Rock, and he gave me basically three options. Oh, it's Trevor's here. That's what they're barking at. Now I know what everybody... No stranger danger around here. I saw my camera where Trevor that comes and helps me. That's what everybody's knowing that's going on. Okay, believe. I cannot do a video with you barking at Goodness, and you're the only one. Got no up. Hey, believe. We got 11 folks in here. Y'all act right. Yep. We hadn't been YouTubing lately. Y'all act like you're supposed to act. Anyway, I met with the lung doctor yesterday, and basically it was three options. Option one was chemo and other meds that would not target the specific spot in my lung. It would treat my whole body. And he said that's why a lot of people have issues going through chemo and stuff, because it causes other issues to pop up. And then he said radiation could be targeted to the spot on my lung, but I would have to continue to be tested, and that it could get the spot, but it could also let it come back. So the third option, and he agreed, and I thought was the best option, is surgery, which is to remove the spot. It has not spread, praise God, and wasn't in my lymph nodes or anywhere else. So, and I told him I had a dog show I really wanted to go to at the end of July. And then our Chihuahua Nationals are in October. And I sure want to be at that. I've been able to go the last 7 years. I think this will be my 8th year to get to go. And that's kind of my week vacation, because I'm gone from Tuesday to Sunday. So that's a long time for me to be gone from here. But anyway, so we've set it up for August 3rd. And he said I'd be in the hospital 3 or 4 days. They'd just make 4 little incisions, and unless there was complications or something, it's robotic. They'd use a robotic arm to go in there and do everything. So I felt really great about it. I've had so many people that have been through chemo and radiation, um, you know, tell me how rough it's been on them. So um, I'm just, and my biggest deal has been the waiting. I think that's been the hardest thing for me is waiting and not having a plan. Well, now I have a plan, so I feel pretty good about it. Got great support, family, friends, customers. It's just unbelievable the love and support I feel. My church family, and it shouldn't take the C word to make people tell you they love you. But when you do hear that word, it sure makes you stop and think. And I tell you what, I've said this before, going to Carti in El Dorado, it was just a humbling experience to go to this. It was a former Office Depot building that they've turned into a cancer center, and it's about 30 miles from me, but there was not a parking place to be had. And I was like, you're kidding me, and then the place I went to yesterday, welcome, got, I can't see my messages too good, but I see DALID. I don't know how you say that. 999. Hey. And Joey's joined us. Welcome, Joey. Um, Paper crafts, welcome. But, going to this, it was a Winthrop, I have trouble saying that, how you say it? Winthrop Rockefeller Institute in Little Rock. And, I mean, it was a huge place. Hi, Miss Tharp. Appreciate you joining in. Paper crafts, you're from Brazil. Well, welcome. I have dogs in Brazil. Some of my chihuahuas have made connections with a lady in Brazil, and I got to meet her last year at the Chihuahua Nationals. And you're Hungarian? Wow. Well, welcome. This is my channel I've been working on, Something to Bark About, and would love if you would subscribe and join us. It's all about dogs. I know I'm talking about myself today, but I've had a lot of folks wondering why I've kind of been missing in action the last few days. So I wanted to give everybody an update. Like I said, I feel really good that the good Lord's got this all worked out. I really was impressed with the doctor, and of course his assistant, his parents own 2 vet clinics in North Arkansas, and I was like, of course they do. I mean, that just tickles me when there's already people in my path working out. His mom has a cat hospital for cats only, and then his mom and dad both are vets, and they have a clinic. Maria, welcome. But, I just, it was just fun to get doctors talking about dogs versus, talking about health issues. And that's what we had going on. I'm going to show y'all Nono's puppy here in a minute and let y'all meet him. But Nono had a puppy last Friday. I had to get her to Magnolia, which is about 30 miles away, and she had to have a C-section. And we knew it was one big puppy. And when she kind of went in labor, and then went kind of in and out all day, and I was about 2 o'clock, I'm like, this isn't gonna work. She's gonna have issues. Hey, Marie from Canada, welcome. But anyway, Nono had one very big little boy, Chihuahua. I'm not sure if he's a smooth coat or a long coat yet. I'm leaning toward more that he's a smooth coat. It's really hard to tell when they're this little. No is a smooth coat, the mama, and the daddy Peyton is a long coat. And in her first litter, she had 6 puppies and had 3 long coats and 3 smooths. So we were just shocked when I took her in for x-ray. I'm like, well, she's got at least 3 or 4 puppies because she's getting pretty big. And nope, one boy. So, and I named him Cost a lot, and everybody has loved the name, and it just came out, just like all my names. My dogs are different. And uh, when Darla said CA for his initials, Cost a lot, well, that was my dad's initials. So it stuck. It was meant to be. And so he is precious. He is huge. I've been kidding that we're going to have to not let him nurse but every other day because he is going to be a big boy. I don't think he'll be able to walk till he's 6 or 7 weeks old just because of the milk coma he's in from drinking all the milk. But Nono is doing great. The puppy's doing great. The rest of the house is finally settled in. And I'll show you over here in a minute, but we had the little area covered up because Nono, she's very good mama. She didn't want the other dogs nowhere near. And of course, they were curious, trying to look in between the blankets to see. And I'd get tickled at Believe. She would stand up, look over the X pen, and Nono saying, I'll kill you if you don't get away from here. But anyway, we took the blankets away from the X pen so Nono could see them and they could see her. And really, within 24 hours, everything settled down. She's still, if they get real close to her pen, she don't like that. But it's not back to want to kill her. And I don't think I'm supposed to use that word, and I've said it twice. So I apologize on YouTube. But so how's everybody been doing? I see got a few of you coming in. If it's your first time, please hit that like and subscribe button. We are getting real close to 1,000 subscribers. The last time I looked, it was like at 880 something maybe. Just a little over 100 shy of my 1,000 subs. So I'd appreciate everybody that joins. And the future of this channel is talking about dogs. That's my life. I've had a pet resort here in South Arkansas that just celebrated my 40th year, April 1st. And Ice Kid that I started on April Fool's Day, so if it didn't work out, I could say I was kidding. And I was 22 years old and scared to death, but I love dogs and knew I wanted to do something with dogs. And my local vet, I had worked for her part-time, and she really encouraged me, Doc Betty. She was always like, you love this so much, you need to do something with dogs. So, and it's hard to believe it's been 40 years, but it has. It's really hard when I'm only 49. I mean, I ain't hit the 50 mark yet, but no, I'm kidding. Hit the big 63 and on June 6th, and I bought myself my birthday present, and I got me an e-bike and it's a trike. So hopefully I won't wreck it. But I am so excited. Darla's gonna help me fix it where some of the Chihuahuas can ride with me, and I'm looking forward to doing some videos of me riding the e-bike and my Chihuahuas. I took Kelsey uh, for the first ride the other day. I've rode it around my building. I hadn't even had it outside yet, but um, it's got a basket with a lid on the back, and I put Kelsey in there. I had a bed, and she wasn't real happy, but she wasn't scared, but she just like, "What are you doing, putting me behind you?" So Darla's gonna help me rig up a way for them to be it's got a basket on the front too, a small one. But I'm gonna rig up a safe way for them to just get to have fun. I know Ups will love it. She's always enjoyed riding stuff, and so Maria, you turned 63 at the end of the year. Well, happy early birthday. I've decided that, age is just a number, and they say dogs make you live longer. And I have 11 chihuahuas, now 12 with the puppies. So, um, you know, I'm embracing my 60s, and like this little blip in my health, if I hadn't have fell out of the bed and broke my rib a couple of months ago, I would have had no clue about this spot on my lung. And I thank the good Lord knocked me out of bed so this could be found. And the doctors were so amazed at, how early this was caught. And I, I just think it's all in the plan, and I'm just excited. Uh, your little Morky rides in the basket of your walker. That's cute. Yeah. I mean, they love to do what we're doing, and if if I'm sitting down, I've usually got 5 or 6 chihuahuas in my lap. They're in holding time right now, getting ready for supper. But I thought, that was the whole point of wanting the e-bike. One, to uh, get outside and do something different, but to have fun with my dogs. I mean, I remember as a kid, uh, I had a little terrier Chihuahua mixed brownie, and she would ride motorcycles with me, horses, bicycles. I mean, there wasn't nothing. If I stuck Brownie on it, even it probably wasn't safe, but we were inseparable. So um, I enjoy doing stuff with my dogs. I planned on. I see a lot of people at the dog shows have these e-bikes, and a lot of them are riding the two-wheel ones and like a regular bike, and that's how they exercise the dogs, which is amazing. They train them to run beside them, and a lot of the big breeds that need a lot of exercise and stuff. Cotton, we don't need your input. All right, we got input going again. Goodness, you're causing it. Uh, but anyway, I've watched a lot of them at the dog shows. Riding around the fairgrounds and stuff, exercising their dogs, and that was kind of a plan with me as far as taking. Darla, would you say who that is, please? Uh, but I was going to take uh, this e-bike to dog shows, but it's a little heavy. It does fold up, but I don't know that by myself that I'd be able to unload it and, unfold it and all that stuff. So I plan on having lots of fun around here. Well, I knew a customer would drive up if I did a live, but before I let you guys go, Let me flip this around. And I want y'all to see No. No, you want to share your boy with the world? Huh? She's such a good mama. And this is, he's really dark. This is cost a lot. Let's see him. Let's get him up here where we can see him. He's, oh, did I wake you up? Oh, you're all right. You're all right. He's gonna yawn for us. Oh, there's a little yawn. He's just huge, y'all. He is a big boy. And he's got the whole milk factory to himself. No, you don't have to growl. Nobody's gonna get your boy. Well, guys, it's good to catch up with you. I hope everybody is doing good. And I will do my best. I wanted to take you out there and show you the track, but I don't know what customer that is that drove up, so. But I'm gonna let you go. I gotta get these babies fed. That light is, there we go. Get these babies fed. They think if they've been in the crate 2 minutes, it's too long, so. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and remember, there's always something to bark about.